Hey, we're back on WAFB 9 News at 9, September National Preparedness Month. Acadian Ambulance wants everyone to know how you can stay safe if the worst happens. Here to tell us all about it is the Chief Medical Officer of Acadian Ambulance, Dr. Chuck Burnell. Thank you for coming in.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, they were showing us the other day on the weather about the graph, and we're kind of at the top of that peak in the peak months. So let's just give you the floor. You got a lot of good information here.
So we talk about Preparedness Month, and we think about hurricanes, obviously, but last year we had an unanticipated cold weather storm, which kind of threw everybody for a loop, too. I think the big thing is preparation and prevention. You know, prevention saves lives, and one of the things we do as a first responder is we respond during all these storms and these disaster type scenarios. We've gotten real good at that over the last 54 years, but also having the individuals able to take care of themselves and prepare appropriately. And a lot of what we do is medical. So I like to talk a little bit about having your stuff together. We do a little go-to bag. And there's some websites that I'll list. One of them is gosup.la.gov, GOHSEP.la.gov. That's our local. Lots of good information with regards to setting up a kit and the types of things you need to think about in the event of a storm in case you have to evacuate or even weather the storm. Another one is ready.gov, ready.gov. That goes to FEMA, and it has Homeland Security, a lot of stuff on there, same type of information, good resource. And then cdc.gov has a lot of stuff, health related, people with medical issues, making sure, you know, if you're a dialysis patient, how do you find a dialysis center if you get dislocated from your home or displaced from your home? Some of the things, just a basic kit, toiletries, medications, lists of your doctor's offices, because remember, if you have to evacuate, a lot of those will be closed behind you and you'll be in a new geography trying to figure out how to follow up, how to get your medications filled. Usually tell people get 1 to 2 weeks ahead on your blood pressure medicines in case you get displaced, because going in to see somebody and getting a prescription and all that to continue your meds if you're towards the end of the month might be very difficult.
Is that hard to do with you know, well, you're not ready to fill it yet?
It is, but you have to talk to the doctor. Now, controlled drugs, you know, the stimulant drugs, Adderall, ADHD drugs, opiate pain medication, very difficult to get an extension. But your normal meds, you can, and the other thing is make sure that you have a pharmacy. If you're going to have to relocate, say go north away from the storm, a Walgreens or somebody that has a chain, a lot of times you can get those prescriptions transferred into their system to be able to access those if you need them. Couple things, real important, communication, being able to understand what's going on with the weather, how to evacuate, being able to get in touch with loved ones. Everything is a battery-powered device, so we use a lot of charging blocks. Don't rely on power and plug it into the wall, because a lot of those will be without power. Documents, charging stations, communication, being able to access websites and see what's going on with the storm and which direction you need to go. Prepping at home, generators, making sure they're serviced, cleaning up the yards, trimming trees, those types of things, and having an evacuation plan in place so your family knows where we're going to meet, where we're going to go, who we're going to contact, you know, how we're going to get medications in the event of this. Simple things with food. It takes about 1 gallon per person per day to survive storms.
Never heard that stuff.
1 gallon per person per day, and that'll cover a little bit of hygiene, most of your hydration needs. Non-perishable foods, canned goods, can opener, which is real important to be able to get into it, and just some of the dried foods you can get over the counter now that at least sustain you through the storms.
I think we're completely out of time. I am so sorry.
Yep,
I'm getting counted
a lot of
down
good stuff, not a problem.
Yeah, and Acadian does such a great job in our area.
Well, thank you for having me on.
He's a doctor, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but that's his scratch.
You can't understand that writing.
Okay, as long as you'll write out scripts and let me extend that. Thank you, Doctor, so much for coming in. Dr. Chuck Burnell, with Chief Medical Officer with Acadian. Some great safety tips. Go on our website for more. We'll be right back.
Thank you.